Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. This is Himanshi Kaushik, your host of the day, and who all are joining it now and maybe joining in later. I welcome you all in today's webinar on future technology evolving with UX. And I hope that you all are safe, sound, and happy at wherever you're taking this webinar from. So, before we move on and learn a lot more about technology through our session today, we have our expert with us today. So I shall request to Mr. Pushpendra sir to please introduce us to our expert, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Himanshi. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are having very eminent speaker, Professor Abhijit Singh, who is the Chief Administrative Academic Officer at Imagine XP. He is having very rich experience. He is playing a very vital role in shaping the careers of thousands of students in the field of UI, UX, and design. In today's sessions, we'll be talking about the humongous opportunities those are available in this particular field. So I am truly delighted and welcome you all to this online webinar, which is on future technology evolving with UX. In this session, we'll be discussing the opportunities present in this particular area. Many of you may be already familiar with the UI and UX. The term UI is user interface and UX is the user experience, right? So UX itself incorporate UI that our expert will lead you through. And by the end of the session, you will be aware about, or you will get the complete understanding what this field is about, what kind of opportunities are available, and what program we are offering to our students so that they will be future ready. I extend my warmest greeting to our distinguished guest, Professor Abhijit.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you to be here and for always as you are available for us and our students. So very much I'm thankful for you. Today's the world we live in, it is increasingly driven by user-centric digital experience. With the rapid advancement of technology, the demand of professionals who can seamlessly blend technology and human-centered design has exponentially grown. It is in the response of this growth or need in this particular field, we have collaborated with the very reputed organization that is Imagine XP. And it is one of the leading name in the field of UI and UX design education. They are having multiple milestones in this particular field. This program bridges the gaps between the computer science and engineering and the fascinating world of user experience and user interface design. By combining the fundamental principles of computer science with the art of creating intuitive and delightful user experience, we aim to equip our students with the skill and knowledge needed to thrive in this particular digital era. So I will not be elaborating much on the UI and UX. Now I invite our eminent speaker to enlighten and elaborate what is this particular world and what kind of opportunities we are having in this particular UI and UX world. So
sure.
Please, over to you, Professor Abhijit.
Thank you so much, sir. Good afternoon to you, to all the other stakeholders of Lovely Professional University here, and especially to all the dear students and participants of this session. It is always a delightful experience to be a part of a university like Lovely Professional University, which is committed towards success stories of students in all plethoras of opportunities available, and doing such collaborations with us on a specialized course in user experience design. So I'm Professor Abhijit Singh, and I'll take another 40 minutes, 30 minutes to talk about user experience design and why is it one of the most important career options or most chosen career options for young professionals like you, students like you, who are now opting for getting admitted to a university, an amazing university like Lovely Professional University. So, of course, to begin with, uh, if you can type in your chat boxes and let me know if by any chance you know what is user experience design. Himani ma'am, do we have an access where students can
Yes, sir. They
speak or
can,
write?
yeah, so they can write in the chat box or Q&A box. These are available. And if anyone raises hand, we'll allow them to talk to.
Yes, yes. So I'll request you, if you don't want to speak, at least write in the Q&A box on if you know what is user experience design by any chance. No worry, I'll make your experience better. Instead of speaking about it, I would first start with a video. It is my humble request to all of you to have a look at this video and please try and understand and also evaluate this video and figure out all the places where you found a different experience which has been very well immaculated in this video. It has been made by Microsoft, and let me also tell you, 90% of these things are real and not in R&D. Have a look at it, please.
Benaderen die brandsteen jou bakkie zone te skerp. Uw aandag alsjeblieft. Welcome to Johannesburg International Airport. Please approach the road to create your pickup zone.
All right, everyone. So what different experiences did you see? I would really want you guys to speak about it or to type in the Q&A. If any one of you wants to speak, you can please raise your hands. No one? Okay, I'll just give you a small walkthrough of the video. A lady, okay, I got some response. Is this AI? Somebody said experience. Ravi says experience was wonder. Okay, is this AI? It is a mix of a lot of technologies. Let's see. A lady enters an airport and she has got a smart glass which she wears, so that, and there is some translate of, the script written on the boards of the airport happens. I hope if you know something known as Google Lens, we are actually able to do this today. So this is something which is real. Okay, I got some more responses. Have I got more responses? No. Okay. She sits in the cab, and if you observe this part of the cab, the window pane is a smart glass, because what you can see on this cab is it shows the ETA, estimated time of arrival at her hotel, right? Not only this, this also shows, okay, she's operating her mobile, which is of course a very smart screen. You can also see that while she is passing through a building, the window pane of the cab shows that her meeting tomorrow is at this building. What a personalized experience by accessing the data through data analytics, of course. Now she checks in her hotel sitting in the cab. She has her preferences clear. She has given her identification. And now what happens is she gets the digital room key, which means that she doesn't have to step on the reception, provide Aadhaar card or whatever identity proof, wait there, put her signature, get the key, and then go to the room. What happens is the manager at the hotel receives the information about a guest reaching in 15 minutes, 4 guests reaching in 18 minutes, 3 guests reaching in 21 minutes, and their preferences. Now the manager knows that Ayla is reaching in 15 minutes, right? And she just checks into the hotel. She just checks into the hotel without stopping at the reception. Similarly, a day in life of a person traveling in metro, a professional who is accessing his smartphone, doing some approval of office work, and then interacting with a hoarding, which is a smart hoarding, and is paying some, uh, you know, uh, donating some amount to the, just a second, guys. Sorry. Now, this lady who is at the hotel is accessing her smart devices, working on her office agendas, And then there is an office scenario scene where today we are interacting through this Zoom session. But think of it where the experience and the design of Zoom getting better in the 3D world, we'll be able to interact much better, just like in a physical space, right? And then, of course, this lady is interacting with her girl child who's studying on a tab, smart tab. And then you see this refrigerator is also smart, and it is a kitchen wall where all the reminders are set. This girl needs to bake something for her bake sale at school. She's taking help from her mother, interacting on a smart call. And then, of course, the father is accessing on what ingredients are available in the refrigerator, smart refrigerator for her daughter. There's a smart kitchen table. And then, of course, the video ends here. But what is Microsoft trying to show you? The Microsoft is trying to show you a common lifestyle of a man and a woman, young professionals like you in the future world, or in even today's world, where we are surrounded by smart gadgets, we are surrounded by technology. But please let us understand, the technology where somebody says AI/ML or a data science or robotic process automation or metaverse or augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality. You talk about any technology, but it is in the hands of a common man because of something known as design. I'm sure it actually surprises us, but it is because of design processes. It is because of easy processes set in a mobile phone or through various screens that you see, interactive screens that you see, that has changed the way people are using technology. Our parents, our grandparents are able to pay through Paytms. Our parents and grandparents are available on social media. Our parents and grandparents are able to order food through Zomato and Swiggy, or they are able to travel through Ola and Uber. It is because of technology, but implemented in such simplistic designs that it is making the life of a common man easy, right? So let us understand, if I know AI/ML, if I know how to code in Java, if I know how to, do logics in data analytics, do you think if I present that algorithm to my parents and tell them that this is the way Paytm works, do you think they'll be able to actually operate Paytm if I'm going to present the algorithm of Paytm back in code? I'm sure the answer is no. And hence, we need to understand that these are the nuances of design and user experience processes which industry is following. All IT companies, all design studios, all digital process operations happening in all industries, they are following the process and nuances of user experience design, which is helping technology reach to a common man. Maybe someone is educated or not educated, someone is a 15-year-old, someone is an 80-year-old, man, woman, people from city, people from small places, towns, or even villages, people who speak any language. Everybody is able to access technology because of something known as a design process or something known as user experience design. You talk about anything from healthcare to smart gadgets to our personalization of things, user experience is here to stay. But let us understand what is a good design or a bad design. It is very important. The images probably that you see, you don't, I mean, of course, you will say that this is not something that you are going to study. But what I'm trying to tell you is, we think that design is about art, culture, or beautification. No, design is about solving a problem. So what you see on the left is a bad design and it doesn't solve the problem. But what you see on the right is a utility which comes through design, usability that comes through design. And hence, one of the best definitions given to design is by Steve Jobs, who says that design is not just the look and feel, it is not just the art or color, but it is about how things work. Even if it is about a chair, comfortable or not, good or bad experience, if the chair is not doing its job properly, then there's a problem in design, right? And with this, I would like this question to be asked to all of you. There is a bottle on the left, same company, same brand, same ketchup, and there's a bottle on the right. Which one do you think is better? Bottle on the left or bottle on the right? And how do you think they are different? I really want answers. I really want answers to this, please. The bottle on the left is better, as said by Ravi. More answers, please. Okay, somebody saying the left one has a practical implication with a less vivid color yet usability. And Pranav says bottle on the right. Okay, any more answers? While on the right, the design has a flaw. Okay. More answers, please. Prathamesh says left one. Okay. I will have to disappoint you guys, but a survey says that the bottle on the right is more usable than bottle on the left. Now, let us take this funny example, and I will also speak about it. Pranav says that as we use that ketchup wholly, when we open it, it will come quickly. Okay, great. People, let us understand, we probably are from science background or focusing on engineering as a career. I'm sure there's a question in your mind, why are you even talking about a ketchup bottle? But what I'm trying to make you understand is about usability of things, which becomes an important key role when you are going to pass out in 4 years down the line and become professionals of tomorrow, who are going to actually use technology and design for the users of tomorrow. Now, the bottle on the left is made up of glass. The bottle on the right is made up of reusable plastic. The bottle on the left, and of course, both the bottle has one bare minimum usability. What is the usability of this bottle? To ensure that the ketchup is squeezed out properly till the end. Now, the problem on the left bottle is A, you cannot squeeze it because it is made up of glass. It can break easily. And third most important thing, the bare minimum job of this bottle of squeezing out ketchup, it gets difficult for a user to squeeze this bottle, especially when the bottle is just 1/4 left with the ketchup. And I'm sure all of us know that we have to thump hard on its back, shake it very oftenly to ensure that the ketchup comes out. But at the same time, the bottle on the right ensures that you can squeeze the bottle and pour the ketchup well. And hence, usability test and user survey says that bottle on the right is more helpful than the bottle on the left. And this is how we end. I mean, we of course conclude to the definition of user experience design and the three most important points in user experience design, that this user experience design is a process which ensures that user is satisfied with the product or a service by ensuring three most important things. The first most important thing is usability. क्या वो product usable भी है या नहीं है? Is it even bare usable or not? The second most important thing is whether you are able to access that product or service properly or not. Accessibility. And when I say us, means all types of users. Like I told you, somebody is educated, somebody is not educated, somebody is an 80-year-old man or a woman, somebody is from city or somebody is from village. Are they able to access the products and services which we are talking about? And third most important thing is how much desirable it is to reuse that product or service. So just to give you a small example, when I use Google Pay or when somebody use Google Pay, we are ensuring that bare minimum usability of Google Pay is कि easily QR code scan किया और पैसे भेजे. Or it is ensuring that it is accessible to all kinds of people. Google Pay, Paytm, these services now are available in vernacular languages. So somebody who cannot understand English can work in Hindi or in Bengali or a Punjabi or a Marathi, and they are able to access it properly. And through a lot of offers, cashbacks, scratch cards, coupons, offers, they are making it desirable so that you don't have to go to the bank. You don't have to go to a billing station of electricity board or water board. You just have to open your mobile app and thing is done. Whether you are educated, uneducated, formally, and whether you know technology or you don't know technology, but your payments are safe. And hence, what I'm trying to tell you is what Imagine XP is doing with LPU is we have curated a curriculum which talks about user experience design in digital products and services, ensuring that you learn. When you learn technology through an amazing computer science degree, you learn the tools of you learn coding, you learn algorithms, you learn logics, you learn new tech tools. Along with that, when you learn user experience design, you become a power pack solution for corporates of tomorrow, or you can become a freelancer, or of course you can launch your own startup through this. So like I said, from booking the movie tickets online to booking foods, ordering food, watching amazing web content, to ensuring that our day-to-day lifestyle needs are fulfilled through Amazons and Flipkart. Every industry is digital. Every industry is implementing digital processes. And who are able to do that? Professionals like you who are going with the batch of UX developers, UX designers, and ensuring that a common man is able to use technology. Tomorrow, if Amazon or Flipkart or any such application is going to be available in a 3D mode, in a 3D world, in metaverse, professionals like you are going to do that user research and come up with solutions. And hence, what we do is UX is a bigger umbrella which talks about overall experience of a product and service. UI, which is more of digital visual part, is just one part of the entire UX umbrella. And hence, we teach UX and UI becomes one very small part of the entire UX process that we teach. Now, what are the applications? Like I said, metaverse, or what you saw in the Microsoft video, where you can digitally take meetings in the 3D world. People are already doing the research. By the time you are going to pass out in 4 years, you will become part of that fraternity who's going to implement those 3D technologies for a common man, right? So from IoT, where we have smart gadgets, where we have home equipments connected to our mobile phone, or to have shopping through our AR VR glasses on an app like a Mintra, or to have smart wearable. Everything is about user experience. Please understand one thing. All this thing, if technology is already, has released this, we all know, if we Google about these technology, we can understand all these technologies. But if common man is not going to use it, buy it, or be your potential buyer, then there is no use. Then businesses are not going to run in the future. Let us understand this. And hence user experience is important. So from voice-based interfaces, we have seen an example like a Google or Siri or Alexa, the way they are being integrated in our lifestyles, to all the gestures that we see in our mobile phones and the future gestures which are going to be implemented, smart wearables which collect all our data and help us control our lifestyles, or emerging technologies like how artificial intelligence is helping the car manufacturers like Tesla, right? So Tesla doesn't only need mechanical engineers or automobile engineers, but they need designers and IT engineers and software engineers, computer science engineers, who can enable these products and services in a smart car, right? Or how our homes are connected through our IoT. I'm sure, I don't know if you know about Pokemon Go, where it was so interactive, but think of Google Maps coming up with this solution where it accesses your camera and gives you the real time, map system, where you can do the navigation in a real time scenario instead of the just the UI that you see today. Or of course, virtual reality getting implemented into real estate business, fashion business, shopping business, real retail business, or of course gaming and animation, which is another big industry, blooming industry. Again, even if the currency of tomorrow is going to become digital and the banks are going to become 100% digital, we need to ensure that we are equipped, or the common man is equipped with how to process the future of banking, how to process the future of payments, how to process digital currencies which are here to stay. So blockchain is the technology, but I, as a common man, will not understand blockchain. I will understand some good design which is shown to me, and then process which ensures that my money is safe. So of course, from long queues of banks, the screen on the left is not very oftenly seen today, just because we have mobile application for all the services. Or, like I said, today all of you are not at LPU campus today. I'm also not at the campus, but all of us are able to interact on a platform of LPU. So what you saw in the video, like I said, the smart refrigerator, the hotel check-in process, the Google translation which is happening, is something which you have to design for the future. See, 2011, almost 13 years back, Korea already had its first virtual store where you can go interact with your mobile and do all your grocery shopping. Tesco in UK is now have started one, and trust me, builders like Adani and Reliance are working on how we can have, even Amazon is working on India's first virtual reality retail store. Talking of Amazon, we have Amazon everywhere, from our web content to web services to reading the books to Amazon stores to Alexa, making our house or home life easier and connected to everything. We have Amazon as a solution. They also think of it in a way, in a country like India, they also project themselves that Amazon ke paas sara solution hai. They say that Amazon is apni dukaan. You don't have to go anywhere else. Amazon is here for you. So from not only an online shopping experience, what they are also doing, that they are going to start Amazon Go stores or Amazon Easy stores, where people who are not able to shop online can go access, see the products, and also learn how to do online shopping. You will be seeing tier 4 cities and rural areas where Amazon Easy is going to approach and going to ensure कि even जो छोटे शहरों में या towns में या गांव में लोग हैं, they can get educated about how do you shop in an Amazon. What a strategy. Talking about fashion, today I'm sure please can you name one of the mobile application which is used for fashion shopping? Looking for answers, please.
I think very often these must be doing the online shopping.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Myntra or other options.
Correct. The first name that comes to our mind is Myntra, and somebody on the chat box or the QA box has also written Myntra. That's the first name. Amazon is also selling clothes. Flipkart is selling clothes. Tata Clicks is selling clothes. Agio is selling clothes. But the first name that hits our mind is Myntra. Now, this is what user experience is all about. Myntra is actually a virtual store, or you are going to see it evolving with technologies in coming future, where the most important thing is you need to understand, when I go to a mall or maybe I go to a shopper stop or any such shopping mall to buy clothes, what I do is either I'm with a family member or a friend. Even if I'm alone, I'm just walking my way. So there will be one retailer who will come to me and will ask me what I'm looking for. I will say a shirt. So he or she is going to ask me for colors. I will say, let's say I'm not sure. So he or she is going to suggest me these are the latest trends. And then when I go to the trial room, if I'm with people around me, my family members, I will come out of the trial room, I will show it to my family and friends, will ask their opinion. What Myntra is doing, it is connecting you with your friends there on Myntra, where you can send these chat with your friends on the Myntra app and ask their suggestions. And there are options on Myntra where you can actually go for all the color ranges and variety of that particular product, making shopping experience easy for me. Tomorrow, when I say tomorrow, means in coming days and months or years, whenever you are going to have a 3D experience of shopping, you are going to see players like Myntra to be number one in that. Or with a virtual mirror where it operates your camera, accesses your camera, and then fits that entire attire on you so that you can see how do you look in a virtual mirror. Now, who thinks about it? What next? Because every 2 months, you see all these mobile applications and services, they ask for an update, right? There's an update. Now, who thinks about newer technology implementing for the users, professionals like you who become UX developers of tomorrow? I have already spoken about it, how the world of interior design and real estate is changing through technology. I don't have to go to the building to see a sample flat. I just have to wear a smart wearable glass and I can see how my house or the property that I want to buy looks like. Or if I want to make my home, I just have to go in IKEA application or IKEA website, see their products, hover over my space, and then IKEA can suggest me that a sofa would look good on this wall or a painting would look good on this wall. and hence I can access to these products easily. One of the best examples, dear ones, fintech. You will be very, very happy and proud to know the analysis and surveys of last year digital transactions, the digital transactions that we do in finance, where we either send money or pay our bills through QR codes, through Paytm, through UPI. India was the number one country in the world with maximum number of UPI transactions globally. You will, this is a
in
proud
the
thing.
in recent speech of Prime Minister Modi has also mentioned that overall UPI transactions in the world, the 40% done in India only.
That's true. Now, you will also be surprised the technologies used in financial and banking sector are used best in India than any other country. There are startups, there are so many startups available to give you jobs if you know how digital payments or how digital banking processes work. So this is one of the best case studies that we teach in UX design, where how future of payments is going to impact the lifestyle of a common user. I will give you one very good example. I always feel happy to see this advertisement. I would like to show it to you and then we'll talk about it. Just have a look.
Eating out after so long. Such fun. Hai na, Papa?
Always. Your bill, sir. अरे, what's my pin, यार?
फिर से पिन भूल गई? Wait, I've got cash.
बैग है या ब्लैक होल? हाँ?
उफ, लगता है कैश घर पे भूल गई.
Relax, Mom. It's on me.
पर पे कैसे किया?
मेरे नए पेमेंट वॉच से.
Introducing Titan Pay, India's first payment-enabled watch in partnership with YONO SBI.
You know what surprised me the most? SBI, जिसके लिए लोग इतने मजाक उड़ाते हैं, that became one of the banks who partnered. Look at the thought process. Who partnered with an Indian watch company to create a smart watch which can help in payments. The debit card, credit card failed. There was no cash, and it was just by the tap of that payment watch that helped the payment process make easy. Now think of the person or the team who thought of this concept and idea. These are UX researchers and UX developers who think about that. Everybody knows about the tap technology that has come in the world, right? Everybody knows about the NFC and the other tap technologies that has come to the world. As engineers, you know how do you code it, but how will a common man use it? Somebody thought that we need to have a smart watch, which is already there in the world. It will access the data of the bank only with the permission, legal permission of the user. And then with just a tap, you can do the payment. Now, as UX designers, UX developers of the future, you are going to work on these solutions. What we teach, along with the regular curriculum of computer science that will be taught at LPU, we are going to make you understand the processes of user experience, user interface, make you understand and learn the new age tools of Figma, Xor, Envision, and 3D tools. We will make you understand the processes of how do you evaluate users, how do you do customer journeys, ensuring that there are digital interventions in their journeys. How do you ideate with the psychology of a common man, doing the prototyping and animation, then run the entire project and understand the business nuances also. Please understand, all these businesses today or tomorrow are dependent on technologies and design, and hence make customers or the clients understand the business nuances, and then of course design for various technologies like an IoT or AI, VR, making it sure that you get relevant case studies from the industry and you do live projects with industry experts is what we are trying to do. So like I mentioned, you do UX projects. These are all industry experts. There are 1,250 corporate coaches associated with Imagine XP who are going to ensure that you work on corporate led projects with LPU, and then you are going to get certified through them, which will help your portfolio. Regularly, you are going to interact with amazing industry leaders who are going to talk about the future of design. These are just few of our students who have become amazing designers. Their packages are in the range of 10 lakhs, 11 lakhs, 15 lakhs. Our students are getting placed in all sorts of industries. Like I said, every industry is looking for UX designers. So banking and finance to pharma and healthcare. After pandemic and COVID, digital healthcare is something which government is also working, and you will see in next 5 years a lot of startups and big companies are going to invest in huge amounts in building teams even of engineers and UX designers who can actually understand the nuances of digital healthcare. Of course, becoming a UX designer, of course, for a high paying job, for designing ideas for the future. And of course, there's a shortage of UX designers. Let me tell you, please go on platforms like LinkedIn, check how many UX designers are required every year, what companies are hiring them. Average packages of a UX designer is close to 7 lakhs per annum. It can go up to 12, 15, 18, and it depends on how do you perform. Go on LinkedIn, check on how the UX designers are working in the industry, what are their roles, what are their backgrounds, get inspired on how UX designing can change your future. This is going to be a life cycle of a UX designer, starting from a junior designer to interaction designer, becoming a manager, an architect, a head, and you can go up till chief digital or a chief design officer. And the package is never a stop for a UX designer. All these companies have been recruiting from IT to ITES to services to products to design studios. Everybody is looking for a UX designer. And with these words, I stop my presentation here, and I would actually like to open for questions and would love to hear from all of you. Thank you so much once again, Pushpendra sir, Himanshi ma'am, and all the officials of Lovely Professional University.
Sir, yeah, sir, thank you so much for giving this insightful yet entertaining presentation. And I'd like to request to all the participants, kindly post your questions, queries, thoughts that you might have about the webinar, about the topic, or if you want to ask our expert any expert advice, you can have from our expert as well. So kindly post your questions in there, and I'd request Pushpendra sir also to please kindly add on to the webinar, sir.
Yes, I think after this presentation, the students, they must be aware about what is the UI and UX and what is the career aspect they can go on. As an academician, what I feel in terms of the CSE graduates, they usually become good programmer. But the good programmer, like when we float a problem, they can code. So they feel like in most of the cases, let's say if I'm asking them write a program to calculate factorial or any other small problem, they are just building it. They're not thinking the bigger picture of that, how that particular software will be utilized by the customer, whether the customer will be satisfied or not. So that is a lag. We feel like whenever my students or our students, they design the capstone project or final year project. So this is a great program, great opportunity extending, which can build the skills in both the things along with the great programmer. One can become a great thinker, like in terms of the UI and UX, overall experience, if you can plan, it can be the power for any of the business, right? So like Myntra or any other thing, because similar kind of players are in every category. Maybe it is the specs or a number of other things are there, but few of the players are doing really good based on the UX because they are having great experience for the customers. So we are really open and seeking a few good questions if anybody is having, like Ranjan, Ravi, or Pranav, Prathamesh, there are many. So if anybody want to ask, please ask.
Yeah. And I'd request if you want to have a live session with our expert as well, you can just raise your hand and then we can allow you to talk and then you can have a live session with our expert as well. So we're waiting for your queries, attendees. And meanwhile, I'll take this moment to thank Sir, Abhijit Sir. You have joined in, you have given your experience, your time to all attendees. And so thank you so much. So okay, attendees, we're waiting for your questions, queries, thoughts that you might have in the chat box, Q&A, or you can just raise your hand so that
in this particular program, I guess Professor Avajit has already mentioned that the students will get the opportunity of 6-month intern in final year, and the students will be mentored by the industry professionals, as Professor Avajit already mentioned, and I believe this will be a great opportunity. Okay, so because the students will be working on real industrial project, so it can enrich their learning and skills. So no one is asking.
yeah, I believe everything is clear because the way Sir have explained in the
No,
presentation, I believe, Sir, everything like attendees must have understood all the things. I'd request attendees if you have any idea as well in for your future, you can just maybe post it down in here and have a chat on that as well. So if you would want to have an expert advice on your idea, if you have any, then you can have with our experts, our extreme experts are sitting in here. Yeah, I believe everyone is like very content with the Sir and the explanation that Sir has given.
I hope so. It has helped the students, but still, I would request all of you to do your research, come back to LPU, talk to them, and if you want to reconnect, I'm always available.
Okay, Sir, then if there are no questions in here, I'd ask your permission. Okay, Pranav says thank you, Sir. So attendees are thanking
Thank you,
you for
Pranav.
the presentation, Sir.
Thank you so much, and always there for LPU.
Thank you,
Okay.
Professor Avajit.
Thank you. Take care.
So
Bye-bye.
yeah, okay, then I'll ask the permission to wrap the webinar up from our extreme experts in here. So thank you so much to all the attendees as well to be with us for this long now, to be patient, and all your responses are really appreciated. So until next time, stay safe and stay healthy, and thank you so much for joining in.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Avajit.